started teaching in Scottsdale, Arizona, and I taught in private schools in Arizona, Minnesota, and in the Spokane area. And then I decided it was time to just try Oak Harbor. I was a biology major and I enjoyed all the biology things we did. I enjoyed the field studies, but I decided I don't want to be a dentist. I don't want to be a doctor. What am I going to do with this biology degree? And I had a roommate who had returned from a year of medical school and decided he didn't want to be a doctor, and he was going into education, so I started thinking about that. Plus I have several relatives that are teachers, and they've always been some people who inspired me. I'm glad I made this choice because I can't really think of anything I'd rather do. A chemistry teacher in high school that I worked for as an instructional assistant or TA, teaching assistant. And at the time, I never would have dreamed that I was going to be a chemistry teacher. It just wasn't something that was in my plan. But I stayed in touch with him over the years. And in fact, I have a lot of his books. His books inspired me to create interesting labs, to get better at doing demonstrations of exciting chemistry things. And so he had a tremendous impact on me, and in fact, I've been in touch with his kids. I spoke at his funeral. I like the challenge of the students and especially the subject area having a little bit more complexity. And in the lower grade levels, there's just not quite that complexity. There's a huge amount of information you have to be an expert at to be an elementary or middle school teacher. But I like having the opportunity to use kind of my specialized knowledge in chemistry. I remember a student who was somewhat disruptive, and they didn't get along with people, not only in my class but people in general, and I found a way to get this person to start doing work in my class and helping with things other than class. And they started doing little chores around the classroom to help out. And I saw a turnaround in the way they behaved and the way they dealt with people. And because of technology today, I'm able to still keep tabs on what these people are doing. And this particular person's a very successful businesswoman in Florida. And so, you know, there are those kind of moments spread throughout my work. Right now, with the way our economy is on a national level and a state level, there's so much pressure to reduce spending on education. And in science, that really hits us with the hands-on, with the laboratory experiences, right at a time when we really need to be introducing some of the technology into laboratory experiences, and how technologies like Excel can manipulate data and be used by students. And we manage, so far here at Oak Harbor High School, we're managing to pull in as much of that as we can, but it becomes more and more difficult to manage all of the things we want to try to do in the classroom to make science engaging and interesting and rigorous. Parent-teacher conferences, I think, are important because I've found, both as a parent of a student and as a teacher of students, that I picture not only the student but his whole family or her whole family. I give a little bit more personal attention to that student, and that may be unintentional, but I've just observed that over the years, that parents who are there and parents who we know, we really look after their kids. We know them better, and I think what it really comes down to is having that relationship. AP Chemistry is a really challenging class with that you have to know a lot of chemistry, but you also have to be effective at solving problems. And so as you move into AP Chemistry classes, you start to take information from here and information from here and information from here, and you start pulling them all together. And you do some problem solving that's pretty advanced work. Now, what does the student come out with? Well, I hope they come out of AP Chemistry with the same set of knowledge that they would have from any chemistry class or an average chemistry class at a university or college. My students in AP Chemistry know, I'm going to go to pre-vet school. I'm going to go to medical school. I'm going to go be a lawyer. Whatever it is they happen to be planning on doing. Most of them are quite focused and ready to move on.